Do you like to play at the playground? What's your favorite? I love riding the seesaw, just like rabbit and elephant, up and down, up and down. But when you play with your friends, sometimes if a bigger friend sits down, the seesaw goes whoop like this, right? Sometimes I ride two friends here and one friend here to play. In today's story, elephant sits down and the seesaw stops moving. It goes down on elephant's side. How can they play on the seesaw and keep it balanced? Whee! Woo! Discover. Today's materials: base plate, balance rod, stands, styrofoam balls, and a support bar. Let's balance it. Okay, take your base plate and we want to take our stands and we want to put it in the middle like this. One side will pop right in, the other side doesn't go in, so you can put it in like this, okay? All right, next we want to take our support bar. In the center of the support bar, there are two plastic rings. Make them go together like this, okay? And then we will put them right here in between the stands. Make sure it pops like that, okay? All right. If it looks a little different, you want to make sure that it's facing this side where it's open, okay, not this side. Okay, again, there. And make the rings go to the center like that. Okay, now we want to take our balance rod and we're going to stick it into the small styrofoam ball and the big styrofoam ball on the other side. Okay, and this side. Okay, be careful, it can rip. If it rips, we can't use it anymore. All right, now take your rod and make it go this way so that this can balance right there in the center, okay? And you can take the little plastic and put it in between to balance it. I'm gonna do it in the middle first and we can watch what happens. Ready, set, oh, it fell this way because this is the bigger styrofoam ball. So if we want to balance it, we want to move it more towards this side. All right, let's try it here. Ready, set, oh. Then we want to go more this way. All right, ready? Oh. This way now. Okay, keep moving it until you can balance it. More this way. Oh, a little bit more this way. Almost, right? Move it just a little bit at a time until you can find the perfect balance. Think why. How levers work. We're trying to balance, right? But this is also called a lever, okay? The middle, this is called the fulcrum, the point where the stand meets, right? That's the fulcrum, almost like the middle is what you can think of. Also, the load, okay? The load is where, let's say for example, here is the load and the part that goes down, this is the effort because there's more effort pushing it down. Load, fulcrum, effort, okay? And right now, they're farther away, but if we want to move the weight or make it go up or down, we can make it go closer or we can make it go farther away from the fulcrum. You can play with this and learn how it works. A lever has three parts where I just showed you, and if you think about using a lever, it helps you lift up something that is very heavy, something that I can't pick up by myself. If I use a lever properly, I can pick up very heavy things even with just little effort. Think more. Examples of levers in everyday life? I use one of those bottle openers when I try to open like a cola bottle. It's very hard to open with my hands, but with a bottle opener, it's very easy. Let's look at the examples in your book. Scissors. Scissors also help you to cut things with very little force. The middle where the scissors meet, that's the fulcrum. And the load is whatever we're cutting, and where we use our hands to make both sides meet, this is the effort, because this is where we put in the effort. A bottle opener we talked about. And what about, chopsticks. Chopsticks help us pick up and lift food and many different things when we eat. The fulcrum is where it meets our hand. The effort, that's our fingers, because our fingers do the work. And the load, that's what we pick up. Our food, our dumplings, our rice, whatever you're picking up with your chopsticks.